You know, coming from the game tonight, I was very pleased with the way we shared the basketball. If you look at it, you know, we had 22 assists. You know, I've been on these guys, you know, for the last week and a half about turning the ball over, and we had 11, which is our lowest for the season. And the good thing about it is I thought we shared the basketball, but, you know, everybody got involved. And, you know, one of the biggest things that we've done is we've shared the basketball, and we got out in transition and did a really good job on that part of it.
The exhibition game, you guys struggled to get it to shake a Division II team against a non-Division I team. You know, what was the key tonight to making sure that you guys got out real quick?
Well, I think the biggest thing, Eric, is we've gotten better. You know, obviously, you do those scrimmages and you do those exhibitions, obviously, to work on some things. And, you know, one of the things I think with our guys at the exhibition game, it was their first time under me being able to play at home. And then, obviously, now, you know, obviously playing 4 road games, these guys are more prepared and they're ready to play. And, you know, they came out and they played from the beginning.
What did you think of Freddie? Did you feel like this was a matchup that was going to be good for him?
You know, I've always said this. I had no idea that Freddie had 33 points until I looked at the stat sheet. And, you know, when a player's playing well and he's doing good, you really don't know that during the game until you look at the stat sheet. But I'm happy for him. He's worked hard. He's a local kid. He's done a great job. He's done everything that I've asked from him. And you know, he's really feeling well now.
You do anything special on defense to hold them to 16% in the first half there?
Well, what we wanted to do is, because, you know, those guys have come in and they kind of went with a 4 corners, and what we did was, you know, I've been on these guys about sitting down guarding and keeping guys in front, and we try not to come off strong side. You know, every tape that I watch, even the Mercer game, they were getting by guys and they were making plays to the corner for 3, so we kind of faked and get back, and a lot of guys were challenged in their shots.
Kevin, I know it's really early and there's a lot of things that, you know, the road is long and all that, but how do you feel the guys have reacted in the first 5 games to what you're bringing and seeing what you're asking them to do in real life situations?
I think they're having fun, and that's the biggest thing, because, you know, one of the things, my last key on the board every time we go out on the floor is to have as much fun as you can. And, you know, these guys are getting out there running and dunking. You know, they're becoming close as a team. You know, when I took over the program, these guys were really tight off the court, but on the court they were individuals, and I think they're starting to play and feed off each other now.
What did Chuck show you to get the start? How did you come to that decision?
Well, Chuck's worked hard, and you know, as I've told you, Eric, anytime a guy works hard in practice, I felt like he deserved the opportunity, and you know, so I rewarded him by starting him, and he did a good job tonight.
How do you kind of go into this break? What are you going to be kind of looking at here for 10 days?
Well, first of all, you know, these guys, I wanted them to go into exams feeling good about themselves, and certainly they will. You know, the next couple of days, obviously tomorrow's reading day, so I want these guys to study, and haven't decided what I'm going to do the next couple of days. But right now, the most important thing is to make sure that they take care of exams, and obviously they're student athletes first, and then, you know, I'm going to have to mix it up a little bit, Eric, because I felt like we were flat coming out against Davidson, so, you know, it may be a bunch of inter-squad scrimmages with the transfers.
What's it going to be like for you having all that time to prepare for Louisville?
Well, I'll do different things. I'll have some practice. I'll try to get on the road and recruit, because, you know, obviously during the December period they'll have some tournaments. But you know, I don't know that you can prepare for a little bit. You know, I was there for 3 years, and certainly know everything that they do. But it's not what they do; it's the personnel that they have.
Unconsciously or not consciously, you kind of try to pattern these guys or what you do after what they do up there.
Yeah, you know what, we do some, you know, a lot of the stuff that we do is some of the things that I picked up from Coach Patino. You know, it's a combination of what I did at Hargrave for the years that I was head coach there, and then some of the things that we did at Louisville, which were very successful. And, you know, make no bones about it, you know, Rick Pitino is one of the best in the business, so if you can take anything and try to get your kids to play as hard as his kids does, you're going to be successful.
You're able to finish. You got Nick Powell, his first points. The guys were loving that. I mean, was that good for you to see everybody in the scoreboard tonight?
Yeah, I was excited. I told Nick that we might not let him take another 3 on the year, because he's 2 for 3, so we want to keep him down. But, and by the way, now Dylan Sherwood is #1 in the country, 8 for 12 from 3 right now. So I might not let him take another 3.
Do you feel good that you're able to give Dylan all this written out? It's going to be 3 weeks.
I feel great, and you know, we talked about this, Eric, earlier. You know, he was I could have played him, you know, obviously, but he's not 100%, not even close. He's probably 90%, and I wanted to give him some extra rest and all that stuff, but he could have played him. But this game gave me an opportunity to sit him down a little bit, and now he'll get another week off before we go into Louisville.
Anybody else? Thank you, Coach.